Ladies and germs, welcome back.
Can I sleep in here tonight?
No? To Sandy Bay Farm. Seth, you've been summarily rejected. We have a lot of stuff going on at Sandy Bay. First of all, what? Hang on, guys. All right, first and foremost, voila! We have tons of bales. All I did was I baled just that one big field, and the other fields we're going to use to collect. This cow pinned me in. Look at that. I'm going to collect the rest of the straw and use it for silage to feed the cows, but we are moving over to this kind of system. So for the cows, we will no longer use the wrapped bales. I may switch the other farm over to this too. This just seems to make more sense, but that means we're going to have to buy some more equipment. We'll see. Right now, this is working fine. The other animals don't take that much, so let's hop around. I got to find some of my vehicles. Right now, these vehicles are in the process of being returned home. We're going to do that tonight. We're also going to buy a new piece of equipment, or a couple pieces, probably just one. We'll go over that. Let's see here. You can see here, I've harvested all of the fields except for the corn field. That has to be done with the silage harvester. Maybe not. Yeah, thank you. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Ryan. I knew there was one down there. So we're using the Fendt here to windrow the fields. I've windrowed a large majority of the fields, except for actually even the big one I did. It's easier and faster if you windrow it first, even though it's kind of a waste of. Sorry, I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. I'm pretty tired. It just seems to be easier to collect it if you windrow it, because these channels, the harvester, using my automatic pickup mod. I feel like my microphone is super soft. Hang on. Yeah, it was. Oh, sorry. The beginning of the recording is probably kind of muddy there. Sorry about that. Hope you guys heard everything I said, but there we go. Now it's definitely much sharper. Kids must have been messing with my settings. Seth was? Yeah. Yeah, how about not touching it because it's not yours? So anyway, even though it takes an extra step, I find it's a little bit easier to use the windrower and then just collect one pass with the collector, because that way you're not fighting trying to, not miss a bunch of spots. So we'll go through the fields and collect all of this stuff tomorrow if we have time. I mean, honestly, we're running out of time here. I've got less than 10 days until Farm Sim 17 comes out. I'm not saying I'm going to abandon this farm, but it's definitely going to go to the wayside. I mean, the Farm Sim 17 is going to be the priority on my channel. It's Farm Sim and Farm Expert right now are my two most watched series. I know some of you guys are like, where's ATS? Where's Half-Life? I will record ATS. I'm going to continue to play that game. Also ETS 2. World of Tanks viewership is really dropping. That's partly my fault because I haven't been playing much World of Tanks, and so people are just kind of going to other channels, though I will probably continue, as I've been doing, a skeleton crew of World of Tanks, and we've talked about that before. I love playing World of Tanks. If I can pop up 2 videos a week, I'm happy. 1 or 2 half-an-hour videos of World of Tanks. That'll keep people satisfied, I think, and we'll have some content for that. But I think as far as Farm Sim 15, I'm not going to continue playing Farm Sim 15 when Farm Sim 17 comes out. That's just too much. I can't keep up another additional game that's going to get as much gameplay. Especially when it's the same game but better. You know what I mean? It's like, why would you stick with the old one when you could play the new one? I know there were a lot of holdouts for Farm Sim 13 too on YouTube, but I will not be one of them. I'm going to be moving straight over to Farm Sim 17. So sorry about that if you guys are huge Farm Sim 15 fans, but I am going right to 17 and not looking back. These farms will go to the wayside. Like I said, my laptop plays Farm Sim 15 really, really well. So I will probably continue this farm on my laptop, and I may hop in occasionally and give you guys updates so you can see what's going on the farm. And I know there's some of you guys, especially this one, I'm not sure why that is, but this farm has seemed to garner a lot of popularity on my channel. People seem to really like this farm. I've tried like 2 or 3 other farms while I've been running this farm, and everybody lost interest in them. This is the only one they really cared about. So for whatever reason, the Animal Farm has, you know, hit a nerve with people. So I think I will, you know, eventually, you know, pop in here and there and let you guys know how it's going. But today we're going to sell some animals. I mean, my goal in the next couple hours of video is to kind of finish it up and say goodbye to Animal Farm, but give you everything that we have put together now, because we've put together, you know, the pig farm and the cow farm, and we've put together the dairy cows, and we've put together the cattle for feed. So we really have a fully functional farm that's making a lot of money. Now, once again, we're playing on normal rather than hard, and the reason why I chose that is because I really want to. It's, you know, with the soil mod, it takes much longer to grow the crops, so you don't have like easy money coming in. You have to really work for your money. So. Hey Ryan, can you pop that big light off? Seth, turn the big light off and turn the bedside light on. Oh, I'm caught on the fence. Looking at my light. Sticking myself on the fence. Hi, Soupy. I just can't get around. There we go. Okay. Bashing my way to glory. When will this video be up? By the time this video gets up, it'll be tomorrow.
I'm going to do paintball Saturday, and any of you who have done paintball, tell me how painful it is.
Seth is going to experience paintball for the first time on Saturday. My friend Tim has invited him to go with
He's awesome.
his friend, Seth's friend Austin and Tim.
So I just want to know how it feels.
And Tim warned us. He said, just make sure Seth understands that sometimes I cry. Because it freaking hurts when you get hit. So it's like, yeah, I'm good. And his little beep beep voice. What's that, Seth? Yeah, that's the cord for the other speaker. Leave that alone. In other words, putting Z down. Putting Z down in. I think we have one more load to deliver of wheat, too. I left that so you guys could see it. Look, that light's broken on this. With the fend, it doesn't, so it's just stuck on. Maybe it goes. Maybe it comes on when you fold it up. So we're almost done here. We'll get all this equipment put away, sorted, put back out on the fields, and then we'll get ready for our corn harvest, which is going to be a silage harvest. For those of you who haven't seen that before, we're basically going to be turning the corn into chaff. We will not be using it for corn. We're going to use it to feed our cows. So we're going to chaff it up, and we're going to put some of it over here and some of it over there, and then the cows will have some chaff or some silage to eat. We don't have to make the wrap bales, at least over at the other farm. This farm we can. Is this Yatton Ridge? I can't remember what this one's called. On a note of sadness today, Mater knocked over my laptop and broke my Steam controller connector. Now, I'm still using my Steam controller. I'm plugged in USB. But somebody said that if you contact Steam and tell them what happened, they usually will just replace it for free. But I was so sad. I was like, no, I love my Steam controller. I use it for everything, you know. No, he didn't mean to. Brian sent him to bed. I wasn't home. I had Seth had Bible study with me. Yeah. I don't know. I probably would have, out of anger, and then been sorry later and apologized to him and let him come back out. Yep. And been like, I'm sorry, Mater, come back out. And he would have been like, well, he just needed to go to bed anyway because they have school in the morning. So, yeah, everybody needs to get to bed now. And then not in here. I don't want kids in here. They need to go in their own beds. Because there's no way they'll go to sleep while we're recording and stuff. They're just going to sit in here and make noise. So they'll go in there. Seth, on bed. Good night, buddy. Yep, girls need to come up too for bed. It's after 10. It's time for bed. On another sad note, my power supply in my brand new computer, well, it's not brand new. I built it in May, so it's 6 months old. The power supply is going bad. I think I told you guys, and maybe when we were playing World of Tanks the other day, I kind of complained about it. The computer will just shut down in the middle of a game while I'm recording, and I'm like, what the heck? And it's been doing this actually pretty much since I built it. I was having issues with it doing that kind of stuff. And then sometimes it'll be fine for weeks, and then it starts up again. And this time I moved the computer a little bit to get it out of the way of the windows, so that because those guys are coming to install the windows this week. And I thought, well, I'll just move this over. And I moved it over to a different location, and sure enough, it started getting all screwy, and it started restarting every 5 minutes, and I'm like, what the heck, And so then I kind of got mad at it, and I'm like, oh, and I bumped it with my fist, which is that's not the way to fix anything, but that's what I did because I was angry. And the computer turned off, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. And so I turned it back on again, and this time I went, softly and tapped through the whole computer. I tapped the heatsink, tapped the memory, tapped the video card gently, like not hard. And I tapped the power supply, and when I tapped the power supply, the computer rebooted. And I can do it over and over again. Every time I tap the power supply, if I touch the cables, or so the supply is going bad. It's obviously got something loose inside there that must have been inside there from the start. Now it was a high-end power supply, like a $90, $100 power supply, so it has a 6-year warranty. And Corsair is sending me a new one. I called them and said, hey, what gives? I want a new one. This is not cool. And they're like, we are so sorry. We're sending you a new one. So, all right, I can handle that. So let's go ahead and get all of our equipment packed up for the night. And we'll... Yes, Ryan. Hold on, folks. What? It do what? What kind of cable? Why don't you just buy a little hub? Well, that doesn't... Okay, whatever. You can do whatever you want, Ryan. But not until they're done with the windows. What? Like, but they have to be done by the 21st, so that's like in 3 days, yeah. I know. So they'll be done. What, Ryan? What's that? I threw it out because it's broken.
The metal one?
Yeah, it's all broken.
Where is it?
In the garage.
It still works.
It's not safe. It's completely falling apart. You can't have a metal fan in your bedroom that's falling apart, Seth. That's not safe. Right. I don't know what to tell you, Seth. Get one from Mark's room or something. Sorry, Sue. His fan broke. He was using it. I came in the room in the middle of the night last night, and the fan's like on the floor, collapsed, running on the floor. I'm like, this is not safe in any way, shape, or form. We'll have to get you another fan set. They're like $15 at Walmart. I'll buy you another one. What? No. How about this? Is that a good fan? Yeah, take that one, Seth. Take it. Don't break it. Where's the other one? I have 2 of those. Where's the other one? One of the nice things... Oh, I'm stuck. One of the nice things that they're doing with this rehab is that they are... they're installing... ceiling fans in all the bedrooms, so we will no longer have this issue of not having fans in the rooms or having to provide fans. What are you doing, Seth? Okay, just leave it then, please. I'm sorry. Go to bed. Hold on, folks. All right. About to blow my top at Seth because he's not being obedient. He's still fussing about it. All right, so I'm gonna... we can't get in here. We need to get this other guy out. What stinks is that this... I guess we could park the windrower over here. It doesn't really matter because the things are going to go back and forth no matter what I do. So this can just go over here. But it's starting to make this farm run choppy because now I'm getting too many things parked over here. The Fenton will be going away. I'm sorry, the Homer will be going over to the other farm. And Yas. And the Harvester will be going over to the other farm too. These won't be staying here, so. But this huge windrower is great for doing the wheat fields. Jam it in there. All right, this tractor can go away here. Whoa, there's already a little tractor in here. Sorry, excuse me. All right. Try to get over here so I can actually get out of the tractor. Oops. There we go. All right, bring this guy through. So the roast mash worked great. It did take a long. You can see here, I'm running real time, and so oops, I'll fill that up. But it took. I mean, I don't remember what time we started at like 6 o'clock this morning, so it's taken me almost 13 real hours to get this whole farm harvested. Now, we only do it once every 5 or 6 game days, so it's maybe 7 days even. So it's not like horrible, but it's like a real day's work. It's 13 hours of gaming to get the fields harvested. And I did use a hired worker. I mean, you guys saw some of the processes I was doing the field, beginning with the big field. That one took the longest for sure. The other fields were easy, but that big field takes a long time. Now, I thought about getting a larger harvester, but I don't think, for these back roads, it's going to be really hard to get anything bigger than what I already have through. The Roast Lamash, just it's smaller, and it's I mean, it's a big harvester, but it's smaller even than the some of the bigger New Hollands and Case harvesters. And it's even with this one, it's still a really tight fit down some of these back roads. So So we're going to go down, and now this is going to be cool because this guy goes over to the other farm. I'm also thinking about picking up one more. Oh, I definitely need to get one more smaller tractor. I'm thinking about getting one more large one. Most people cringe when I use this one for plowing, and it does have plenty of horsepower to do it, and people do use them for that. So, but really, more than anything, this thing is designed to be a transport vehicle. But it is pretty flexible. It just looks weird when you're doing it. I'm sorry, what, Ryan? What, Ryan? That's a Mustang. Maybe. Yeah, yes. It's a 70s Mustang. All right, get your work done. Quit playing around. You're a quarter of the way done, Ryan. You got to be done by tomorrow morning. I have to upload that wedding before I leave tomorrow at 5. It needs to be uploaded and delivered, which means I have about 2 hours of work I have to do on it. I need it done tomorrow morning, so you're going to have to work all night. You can do it, but you need to get it done. And don't forget to get rid of pictures that suck. If they're out of focus or whatever, just get rid of them. She's got 1,400 pictures picked. You can get rid of some of them. It's not the end of the world. Just make sure you don't miss any moments. That's the big thing. All right, so this is where I'm parking. I've been parking the harvester, and I guess we can leave the Terra here too, though, because this is kind of where we go with this stuff. The man truck comes down here to park, and the harvester. So we're going to park this right here. Power it off. Good. Start this guy up. Now, interestingly, I must have filled this guy up on the way through because he doesn't have any... He's used almost no fuel. That's kind of surprising to me because he should have used a lot more fuel. Mater, what are you doing in here, kid? Way to drop my laptop, Mater. You're not allowed to play on there anymore, kid, okay? That can't be going on. That laptop costs too much money. Thankfully, it didn't break. It just broke the Steam controller. Didn't even break the USB port. I thought the port would be hammered for sure, but it survived. But I was like, okay, that lesson learned. No more Mater on the laptop. Let's see. Yeah, this thing got, look at how messy this thing got. It was trashed. You couldn't even read Roslamash on the back. It was so dirty. But look how quick it comes clean. Just a little spray and it's all clean. So realistic. The Across 595. Rostelmush. All right. Now, I stopped trying to pull the trailers around these tight roads with it. All right, get into bed, the Soup. I'm sure Soupy wants you in there, Mater. Go on in. What does that say? What, Seth? What? Oh, okay. My gosh, Seth. He's a wreck now because his fan, he doesn't have a fan. Yeah, they're going to have all that work done in a couple days. We'll see. I don't believe they can get it done. There's too much to get done. So you can see right here the problem with this harvester. It's big. I don't think the New Holland necessarily takes up any more space. It just takes up a lot more money. So down the road, I may upgrade to another harvester that's larger, but I might still keep it with a smaller header. The big problem is going to be getting that huge header around the corners. It'll have to stay on main roads to get here. But that is possible. I mean, you know, I do use this on main roads mostly too to get around. So give way. Sorry, that sign just cracks me up. I'm sure that's probably what they say over there, but here we just say yield. Yield. Do you yield? I went the wrong way. Crap. Shoot sticks. I mean, I thought about maybe getting the larger RSM, but while we're down here, we might as well just stop at the store and pick up stuff while we're here because it doesn't make sense to. Now that I'm going to have to come down here to make a U-turn anyway, might as well just stop at the store, pick up some more equipment. So my goal is to get a header. We need two headers. I don't really need a mowing header, but because we're going to need our grass. We don't want to mow the grass. We don't want to chaff the grass. We want to mow it. That was cool. A train opportune moment here. I thought about buying one of those Steam controllers again. They're on not Steam controllers. I thought about getting another Farm Sim controller because they dropped the price again. If you guys have been watching, they're down to $179 for the whole kit. So it's $50 more off. They were $300 when they first came out. They're almost half off now. But the issue is they're all out of stock. And I don't want to buy. You know, I had such problems with it. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't want to sell anything. Let's see what we got here. I want to go in the store. Sell me something. Sell me something good. All right. So my thought originally was to get the RSM 442 horsepower harvester. But I think I want something a little more European, not necessarily Russian, Eastern European. So I'm thinking we've done this 580 Big X before, and the Big X is a little bit less expensive, gives us more horsepower, and this is the one that's coming in the new version of the game. So in Farm Sim 2017, this will be, I think at the start, the only forage harvester that's going to be in the game. Though the Roslamash might be in there, but instead of giving us the Big X 1100, they're giving us a Big X 580 for the game. It's interesting to me, but we're going to buy that. And then we're going to get the corn header for it. That is right here. And now we're going to need to get also the other header is the 4-up. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go to the regular, see headers. We want to get the pickup header. This guy, the easy flow. There's that bad boy. Okay. So we're left with $156,000. So we need to get tippers too. That setup is going to need a tipper. Now for the corn, I can use my really cool truck, my man truck headers, but tippers. But I need to get some tippers for using when I'm picking up the straw. These are probably the easiest ones to deal with, and they're large capacity. So we're going to go ahead and buy a pair of those, and that might run us out of money. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I need one more small tractor for Animal Farm. I realized it's a pain when I want to run those trailers up there. Hi, Johnny. What's going on, kid? He's so freaking cute. He needs to go to bed, though. Matey, you need to go to bed. A 455 would work okay. That's what we have up there now. Oh my gosh. Bedlam. T595 would be better, but I think price-wise, I think to haul around the trailers, maybe I want a little bit larger horsepower plant. So we'll go with the 75. And so let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Got $26,000 left, but I got another truckload of grain, so I'll really have about 30-some. Plus the milk sale tonight will give us quite a bit of money, probably another 100,000 or less. All right, guys, knock that off. Seriously, that's enough. Why? That's not funny. So here's our purchased equipment. We have the Krone Big X 580 coming soon to a Farm Sim 17 near you. Easy flow header, and then this is our corn header. Yes. And then we have the Fliegel Bulls, and I'm just going to change chairs, so I'll be right back. Yas, the Fliegels. And a Power Star. So, ha, hoo, hee. All right, so let's go ahead and deliver this guy to his final destination. Nom. What did you do to my chair? Ugh. Normal sitting chair? Makes you feel supported. All right, let's bug out of here. So we're done with that. Now the first thing we need to do is the corn. Why do you say? Why, Arthur, do you... Wow, I'm going to start getting some chop here. Why do we need to do the corn first? Well, I have a feeling that the corn has a grow date, obviously. The chaff will stay on the... I'm sorry, the straw swaths will stay on the field. They're not going anywhere. But the corn will die and wither, and we'll lose it. So we're going to head over. It's 5:18 right now. We should be able to get that done tonight. And we'll deliver the bull trailers to this field. I'm probably going to park them here on the field, the first big field where we're going to start doing the... Okay, Ryan, could you please go get them to bed? Seriously, they need to get to bed. It's getting like crazy late now, and they have to get up early. Did you say no? Freaking jerk. He's like, no. Oh, wait, this field's already done. Duh. Oh. He said nothing at all. He said nothing at all. Nothing at all. I am hearing things, Ryan. I hear voices. I've seen things. I see. Do something with my life? Who are they? All right, so here we go. All right, delivered to the field. So now we're going to hop over here. This guy, how do I want to do this? Man, there's so much to move around. Who, Mark? You'll be sleeping tomorrow. He said he's going to come home tonight, so. It's $80? Oh my gosh. That's insane. That's. I mean, I know it's a AAA title, but that just seems like a lot of money to me. Okay. Okay. Okay, I don't really care anymore. I'm not factoring in nothing. I'm done. This convo is completed. Little tractor sign. No, I just think that's really expensive for a one-on-one multiplayer game that has no content whatsoever except for running around killing each other. Yeah, most of the games like that are free nowadays. It doesn't have a story mode? I'm surprised. Battlefield usually does not have a story mode, so forgive me. Yeah, 2 was the last one that I had. All right, so we are here. Oh, you know, this tractor can also deliver animals. That's one of the good things about this. So we can use this to deliver our animals, too. And we will be delivering animals today. So once we're done getting that corn, we'll maybe take the animals down to the butcher. Oh, shoot. I need, well, I've been using those forks to load the bucket, but I need to get regular pitchforks, too. But anyway, this guy's mostly, his whole purpose is to drag these trailers around, really. So park him right here. There we go. And shut it off. All right, so now what's next? We've delivered this stuff. Let's get our truck ready for the harvest. This guy, I left him on, I don't know, whoops. What did I do? I don't know why I left this guy sitting out here on the road. But you can see he's got a semi-full load of, semi-full, of wheat. You can see he's been working hard too, bringing in all that money, probably about $50,000 worth of wheat, maybe a little bit less, 40,000 or less. We'll see. Slow it down on these tight back roads here. I will say this truck's surprisingly maneuverable with those turning, all the wheels turning. It really helps a lot. We're going to plunge down the giant hill. There's the stores that I've been selling at over here. Hey guys, get to bed, please. Get dressed and get to bed. The problem is Mater fell asleep and then he woke up again, so he's like up. I think Mater needs to go to bed, honestly. Let's see, it's here. I know, but he needs to go to bed. What? Oh, well, it's time for bed, honey. Bedtime for Mater. Bedtime for Mater. Good night, sweet Mater. It's time for bed. Let's see here. Get that thing folded down. Boop. Latch that puppy up. There we go. About 20,000 bucks right there. Oh! This is not a good spot to park that truck, huh? Oops.
Oopsie.
All right, so we're going to head back to the farm now. I'll pick you up once I get there.